Okay, next question is that show that the bisectors of angles of a parallelogram forms a rectangle. Okay, so this is the figure. ABCD is a parallelogram. It is given in the question. That is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram, and what else is given? That these are the bisectors. AP is bisector of angle A. BQ BP is bisector of angle B, and DR or CR is bisector of angle C. DR is bisector of angle D. We need to prove PQRS is a rectangle. PQRS is rectangle. Okay, we need to prove that bisectors of angles of a parallelogram A, B, C and D are the angles of parallelogram. If we draw the bisector of angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D, then the figure found PQRS is a rectangle. This we need to prove. Okay, so first of all, we know that in a parallelogram, since ABCD is a parallelogram, the adjacent angles are consecutive interior angles. So we can write angle A plus of angle D will be equal to 180 degree because they are co-interior angles. You can also see like this, that AB and CD are the opposite side of the parallelogram, and the opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel, and if they are parallel and AD is the transversal which is intersecting the two parallel lines, then angle A and angle D are the consecutive interior angles, and these consecutive interior angles are supplementary, means they will be, sum will be equal to, sorry, angle A plus angle D, not equal to, angle A plus angle D, sum of the consecutive interior angles is equal to 180 degree. Okay, now if this is so, then half of angle A, this is AP is the bisector, so half of angle A plus half of angle D will be equal to what? Half of 180. That means half of angle A, if I am taking this as half of angle A, that is angle SAD. Because why? Because AP is the bisector. So SAD will be half of angle A, and DR is the bisector. So SDA will be half of angle D, is equal to half of 180, that is 90 degree. Okay, now in triangle ASD, by angle sum property, in triangle ASD, by this triangle ASD, in this triangle, that is triangle ASD, by angle sum property, what we can say, that angle DSA or ASD, suppose ASD plus of SAD, angle SAD plus angle SDA, SAD plus angle SDA is equal to 180 degree, sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Okay, but SAD and SDA from equation number 1 and 2, equation number 1 and equation number 2, we can substitute the value of angle SAD plus angle SDA is 90. So angle ASD plus 90 equals to 180. So angle ASD equals to 180 minus of 90. So angle ASD is equal to 90 degree. Angle ASD is equal to 90 degree. So angle PSR, this angle, and angle ASD will be equal because they are vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles are equal, so we can say that angle PSR is equal to 90 degree. So angle PSR is 90 degree and ASD is 90 degree. So similarly we can also prove that this angle is also 90 degree. So similarly we can prove that half of angle B and half of angle C sum is equal to 90 degree because angle B and angle C are again consecutive interior angle, so they are supplementary. So half of angle B and half of angle C will be complementary angles. So again by angle sum property, angle BQC will be 90 and PQR and BQC will be equal because vertically opposite angles. So we can say that angle PQR is equal to 90 degree similarly. Okay, now what about angle QPR? Angle QPR and angle QRS. So for this, if we take triangle in triangle APB, if we take a look at triangle APB, that is this triangle, okay, in triangle APB, again we can say that angle A plus of angle B equals to 180 because they are co-interior angles, because angle A and angle B, AD and BC are parallel lines, AB is transversal, so angle A and angle B will be consecutive interior angle. Half of angle A plus half of angle B will be 90 degree, half of 180. Okay, and half of angle A, half of angle B is basically angle PAB plus of angle PBA, that is equal to 90 degree. Okay, PAB and PBA is 90 degree, and if this is so, then PAB and PBA is 90 degree. Now if we take a triangle APB, in triangle, first we will write this, the result which we have concluded. PAB and PBA is 90, this we have calculated. Angle PBA plus angle PAB is 90 degree. This we have taken as equation number 3. Now in triangle APB, if we take a look at triangle APB, angle APB plus of angle PBA plus of angle PAB equals to 180 degree by angle sum property. angle sum property of triangle. Okay, and if this is so, then APB, angle of APB plus PBA and PAB we have already calculated 90 is equal to 180. So angle of APB is equal to 180 minus 90, that is 90 degree. And once we have calculated angle APB as 90 degree, then we have calculated these two angles 90, this angle is also calculated 90. Okay, so similarly angle DRC is also equal to 90 degree. How? Take a look at angle D and angle C will be supplementary because BC and AD are parallel lines, so angle D and angle C are supplementary. So half of angle D and half of angle C will be complementary. So angle DRC will be equal to 90 degree, and so this angle is also 90. So we have proved that in PQRS, in the quadrilateral PQRS, all angles are 90 degree. That means angle P is equal to 90, angle Q is equal to 90, angle S is equal to 90, and angle PQR is equal to 90. So in a quadrilateral PQRS, all angles are equal to 90 degree. So a quadrilateral in which all angles are 90 degree is a, therefore we can say a quadrilateral in which all angles are 90 degree, then the quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. Hence proved. A quadrilateral in which all the angles are 90 degree is a rectangle. Okay, so we will move to the next question now. Okay, next question, it is question number 8. In triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. I have drawn the figure. ABC is an isosceles triangle. That means AB and AC are equal. Okay. In which AB is equal to AC. Okay. AD bisect exterior angle PAC. AD is bisecting exterior angle PAC. That means this angle and this angle, that is angle PAD and angle DAC will be equal. Since AD is bisecting this angle, that means AD is dividing angle PAC into two equal parts, that is angle PAD and angle DAC will be equal. Okay, so first of all let me write given that first of all it is given that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC. Okay, AD is bisecting PAC, AD bisect angle PAC, this is also given, and that means PAD and DAC will be equal, and it is also given that CD is parallel to AB. Okay, and to prove, we have to prove first part angle DAC is equal to angle BCA, and second part we have to prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, so DAC and BCA are equal. This we have to prove. So first of all, in triangle ABC, we know that AB is equal to AC. So angle opposite to equal sides, if we apply, so angle opposite to AB is angle ACB, and angle opposite to AC is angle ABC. because they are angle opposite to equal sides. Are equal. Angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So we can say that this angle and this angle will be equal. Okay, similarly now PAC, we know that angle PAC is basically sum of angle PAD. PAC is equal to ABC ACB, angle opposite equal side, and PAC, this angle PAC. Okay, this angle is the exterior angle. By exterior angle property we can say that the exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So angle PAC will be equal to angle ABC plus of angle ACB by exterior angle property. Exterior angle property. Exterior angle property, that is the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So in triangle ABC, PAC is the exterior angle and it is equal to the sum of interior opposite angle, that is ABC and ACB. Angle PAC can be written as DAC plus of angle PAD. So we can write angle PAD plus angle DAC is equal to angle PAC. So angle PAC can also be written as 2 times of angle DAC because angle PAD and angle DAC are equal. Similarly, angle ABC plus angle ACB is same. So we can in place of this PAC, what can be written? In place of PAC, 2 times of DAC can be written. 2 times of angle DAC, sorry, here 2 times of angle DAC is equal to ABC plus ACB. So since ABC and ACB are equal, so we can write 2 times of angle since we have to prove DAC equals to what? BCA. So BCA means ACB. So 2 times of ACB. Why? Since we can write this, since angle ACB is equal to angle ACB is equal to angle ABC. Okay, so from this equation we have substituted the value of PAC, substituting angle PAC as 2 times of this DAC, 2 times of equals to 2 times of angle DAC in equation number 1. First equation we will substitute, and when we substitute it, we get PAC can be written as 2 times of DAC equals to 2 times of ABC plus 2 times of ACB. Just wait a second, I will write it once again. angle PAC is equal to angle ABC plus angle ACB by exterior angle property, and angle PAC is angle PAC is equal to angle ABC plus angle ACB by exterior angle property. Okay, exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of interior opposite angle. Angle PAC is equal to DAC plus PAD. PAC is equal to DAC, this angle, plus this angle. Okay, so and DAC and PAD are equal, so we can write angle PAC equals to 2 times of angle DAC, since angle PAD is equal to angle DAC. Okay, after that, and angle ABC is equal to angle ACB, so we can write angle ABC plus of angle ACB equals to 2 times of angle ACB. Okay, since these two angles are equal, so we can write angle ABC plus of angle ACB as 2 times of angle ACB. So substituting the values from equation number 2 and 3 in equation number 1. So equation number 1, PAC will be substituted by 2 times of angle DAC, and ABC plus ACB will be substituted as 2 times of angle ACB. So we can write DAC is equal to angle ACB. So DAC and ACB are equal. DAC and ACB are equal, or as given in the question, we can say that angle DAC is equal to angle BCA. So first part is proof. Second part, we have to prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. So by converse of alternate interior angle theorem, if this and this are equal, so ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. DAC and BCA are alternate interior angle theorem and alternate interior angle. So AD is parallel to BC. Why? Because by converse of alternate interior angle theorem. So in quadrilateral ABCD, AD is parallel to BC. AD is parallel to BC. AD is parallel to BC, and it is already given that CD proved above and CD is parallel to AB given in the question. So in a quadrilateral ABCD, if both pairs of opposite sides are parallel, therefore we can say that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, hope this is clear to you. Thank you, class.